everybody, welcome back to Bean Bricks. I'm Ryan, I got my coffee here. Today we have just some regular Starbucks coffee, Komodo Dragon. It's just a decent dark roast that I like to drink sometimes. And I'm going to be opening, excuse me, Babylon 5 Season 4, which is a set from 1997, and this is my favorite television show ever. So I'm pretty excited about this. The one thing about this set is, this is early enough on that there aren't any guaranteed autographs in the box. It's one out of every 90 packs. But all of the artifacts are super awesome, so I'll be very excited about whichever one I get. And hopefully this footage is usable because I'm still getting things together. You can see that I'm on a top-down view now. We're going to have more stuff I'm adding. A better microphone soon here. See here, box is sealed. So this is box 13,273 out of 16,000. It is actually interesting to me how many boxes of Babylon 5 trading cards they made. I know that sci-fi people like myself buy stuff really fast. It just seems like a lot of boxes. So without waiting too long, let's get into it. Simply because there are so many packs in these boxes. So get these out here. Oh, there's something in the bottom. What is in the bottom here? I'm sorry, I took that out of frame. I wasn't expecting that. It just says entertainment. That is Captain Sheridan. And this is hold here. Oh, this is this is so that the store can put this in there to kind of give you the customer the idea of what kind of cards are in there. All right, give me 1 second here, and we will start opening. There we go. Now I opened a box of Season 5. I got 2 boxes, and the cards inside were sticky. I don't know if that footage is usable. If it is, I'm going to have to edit it heavily, so I'm hoping that these will not be sticky. Alright. Second, I lost my light. I don't know why that turned off. There we go. Alright, so what I'm going to kind of do here, hopefully you can see these pretty well. I'm going to go through, we're going to talk about some of the characters, but got Marcus the Ranger there. My favorite character, Londo, which is one of the possible signatures. Oh, I got really excited there. The signatures have this kind of maroon border. And the weird thing about Babylon 5 is even though it was a show from the 90s, a whole chunk of the primary cast has passed away. So a lot of the autographs that are available in this set are people who have, they're passed away. Fortunately, my favorite character, Londo, he has not passed away. The actor, Peter Jurassic, I should say. So, we'll still get his autographs, but that would still be the one I'm most excited about. Let's see, I gotta go a little faster because I did this before 36 packs and it took forever. One of the things I love about Babylon 5 is this, it's similar to RoboCop, if you've ever watched that. They have this interstellar news network where they kind of pop in and give you like background of what's happening in the universe of Babylon 5, and that was a storytelling plot device in RoboCop that I liked a lot. Oh, that's just Harlan Ellison. Oh, that's right, he was actually in one of the videos. Harlan Ellison, famous sci-fi author, wrote, probably his most famous thing is I Have No Mouth But I Must Scream, but he wrote for several sci-fi shows. I think he wrote for Star Trek as well. Oh, is that actually? There's like you can't really see it, but I can see it if I go like this. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm going to look at that later. That looks like that might be, okay, this is wild. One of the key components of Babylon 5 is they have people who are psychic, the Psi Corps. That looks like that might be a subliminal message from the Psi Corps embossed on the card, which is really cool. I'm going to look at that in greater detail later on. Speaking of the Psi Corps, here's their base on Mars in the show. And if for some reason you were watching this and have never watched Babylon 5, there's going to be spoilers. I don't know. This is Season 4. I don't know how to talk about this without spoilers. One of my favorite characters, Lita Alexander. She's one of the psychics, but she's kind of an anti-hero character almost. Oh, cool! We got one of our first variants here. You see this? Here, this language down here. I don't know what language it's supposed to be, but this is a promo card where it's in this other script language. This is not Londo. That is... I forgot his name. Alright. So... keep on going through. Because we don't want to miss any of this. There's Veer, one of the people, actors who has passed on. Garibaldi. Oh, I keep seeing these cards. Give me heart attacks. This is one of Londo's wives. Kind of very. I actually like this border. So I can tell you, like I said, I opened in just a colossal failure of a taping. I opened this one of the season 5 boxes, and this set is already better. There's another one of those alternate language cards. Hopefully you can see that script in the corner there. It reminds me, if you've ever played Magic the Gathering, it reminds me of the Phyrexian language that they put on some of the cards. Cartasia! It's Donald Trump, and that's all I'm going to say about that. These older sets don't have very well-defined insert cards. It looks like there's something shiny for a moment. I have no idea why my light just keeps turning off. That's annoying. Alright. Pakmara. Oh, what's here? First ones. This is kind of shiny. This looks like it might be an insert card. Yep, F1. So that is one of the... Let's see, what's the correct way up here? One of the first ones ships. First ones, the idea of the first ones in Babylon 5 are the races that are older than the humans. Our alternate language card. So the ones that have kind of ascended, if you will, past the Milky Way galaxy. I think Babylon 5 is supposed to be set specifically in the Milky Way galaxy, but feel free to call me out if I'm wrong about that. That's not usually the portion of the sci-fi that I'm really into. So, let's say this: I do appreciate that modern trading card sets have they have like 12 packs in a box, and then less cards. This is just so much. Marcus Cole, one of the Rangers. Techno Mage, that's fun. Ooh, let's see, a little bit stuck together. Oh, alternate language Londo. There's Londo, but not the signature. Love it. All right, I'm gonna keep. I don't know. This actor is famous, but I forgot who it is. Ooh. An insert. All right. Kind of went through the spoiler list before I opened this, and it's a lot to keep track of. Which, this okay. So here, for example, like I got weird chills. If I tilt this into the light, I don't think you're going to be able to see it. It's really subtle. But there's a lettering on the front of it that says, "I was to be a god, do you understand?" Which is a quote from Londo from this episode, and that is just like, it's spooky! I love it! Zach Allen, you might recognize him if you're a big Grease fan. He was Kaniki in Grease, also passed away. It's just, you're going to hear me say that a lot, because it's wild. Gosh! I think that's evil, gosh. Angry Sheridan. This one says, "We are children of Earth." If I get a Psycorp card that has like Korra's mother, Korra's father imprinted on it, I'm gonna have a bad. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try not to look at all those because I'm like, oof. Delenn! Mira Furlan, and she might remember if you're a Lost fan, she was Rousseau in Lost. Holy shit! Well, we got an autograph. That is Bruce Boxleitner, the main character of the whole show. That is awesome. Okay, hold on a moment. We're going to get a sleeve for that. Well, that is the channel's first real hit. That is exciting. Alright. There you go. Bruce Boxleitner is Captain Sheridan. If you are a sci-fi fan from the early 80s and you remember Tron, he was also Tron, like the computer program Tron. Great on-card signature. Oh, shaking a little bit. That was unexpected. Jeez, okay. Here we go. Where do we go from there? Oh my. Okay, this keeps freaking me out. So the text for this, the embossed text on these special cards, this is one of those alternate language cards again, and the text is also like a cuneiform. It's creepy. Oh, alright. Oh, that's fun. This is... They won a Hugo Award. I believe that's J. Michael Straczynski, who's the writer. And I assume these are the producers. But let me know. I don't remember what J. Michael Straczynski looks like. Whew. Remember that time I actually got an autograph and it was Bruce Boxleitner? Whew. And then the cards, they're trying to hypnotize me? I'm going to buy another box of this at some point. This is rad. Alright. Oh, they all look like they might have this. Ooh. Mr. Garibaldi. And we're getting some repeats now, and this is the... So we'll kind of go a little bit faster through the packs, but we're already hashtag winning, that's for sure. Just like Charlie Sheen. Some other reddish one there. Oh, don't tease me like that. Londo and Veer and a passed out Centauri. Oop. Doing it. Let's see if we can find some more interesting, that just says what matters now is the future. That's not that interesting. Put spooky shit on these cards for me. Come on, guys. That's what we're looking for. Alright. What else do we have in here? So the other signatures, like I was saying, a lot of the cast has passed away. So I was looking at the Wikipedia page the other day, and so like the people who wrote the Wikipedia page identified 17 characters that you'd consider the main characters of the show. 7 of them have passed away in their 60s or earlier. And it's kind of wild. Oh man, I thought that was another signature. Natoth, this is Jakar's attaché. Is that the word that I want? Actually love that character, Natoth. I'm going to stop putting the language cards over there because at first I thought they were rare based on what I read. Looks like they're in every single pack. Still waiting for our first Psycore card so I can see what insanely creepy thing they have written in that embossed text. Ooh. That's cool. It's a Vorlon ship zoomed in. Lanier. Lanier, another person, if you're a fan of old Twilight Zone, there's the little boy who is omniscient. I forgot the name of the episode, but he's the I don't like that bad man, and he can just turn people into stuff. That was Bill Mumy, who is Lanier in this show. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is just the first card in the set. A shot of actual Babylon 5. It looked special, and it wasn't. One of the shortcomings of my camera is that it can only record 20 minutes of video. It's not how big the video card is, the memory card is, but it will. I don't know if it's a buffer or something on the card, so I'm gonna check if there is how we're doing once we get to the open the first half. Oh, see, they're sticking together a little bit. This is what I was talking about. There we go. So this is what I want to see. I want to see what Londo's card says here. It says, oh, I'm sorry about the silence here. All I ever wanted is what is right for my world. Ah, that could have been creepier. So Londo Mollari is my favorite sci-fi character of all time. If you watch Babylon 5, you haven't watched it before, at first you're going to be like, screw this guy. This guy's an ass. And what it turns out, he's just, honestly, sci-fi does not have a lot of round characters. The only other round character I can think of off the top of my head is Quark from Deep Space Nine. Sci-fi just doesn't, as a television genre, sci-fi does not really like round characters. They want really black and white. This person's evil. This person is good. And I like round characters. There's best. Oh, here we go. Let's see what this says. The guy could make Poison Ivy nervous. Okay, so that was somebody else talking about Bester. Walter Koenig from Star Trek. Chekhov. Chekhov's a great character, but Bester is just like, he really just like, if you're familiar with the term heel from wrestling, Bester is a great heel. The face of the enemy. Oh no. This one says, all we have to do is nudge him in the right direction. That's a pretty big plot spoiler, so I'll let that go. That's if you haven't watched it, I want that to happen naturally for you. These are I really like these with the maroon kind of border. These are good. These are good. Techno Mage again. Lord Rifa. Lord Rifa's a great evil hand of the king kind of character. Marcus looking, what a shot. Looks like they caught him, like they walked into the, look at this, it looks like the camera person walked into the room while he was trying to have a sandwich and he's just like, what? Here's the thing with these cards sticking together. I'm gonna, if you know why this is happening, if this is a thing, it's just like these have been in this box for 24 years, and this is pretty common for cards from the 90s, I'd be really curious because one of my fears, this is a ship, looks like a Star Fury, which is kind of like Babylon 5's X-Wing. I would be curious why they stick together. So if you know, please leave a comment. And I'd be very curious to check that. All right, halfway through the box. We probably got our big hit already. I'm just checking what we've got here. All right, half two. Again, I apologize for the cut in the footage there. I'm trying to keep these videos under 15 minutes in the future. But like I said, the problem with this box is that 36 packs, and even if I'm ripping right through it, I want to talk about this stuff. I'm excited about this show. It's like I said, my favorite television show of all time, so I don't really want to just rip through it in 15 minutes. Future boxes, they're going to be 12 packs, and it won't really be a problem. The Drock. Oh, here comes. Oh, that's creepy. Here's the Bester one, but it's in. They're back to back. It's in that creepy cuneiform language, and again, I'll probably try to post some pictures, maybe, or I'll post a separate short video if I can find the lighting. If you can't actually see that, because that is honestly the coolest thing I have ever seen on a trading card. These little, like embossed signatures, or not signatures, quotes on them. And if there's a... keep saying this, but I'm just waiting for the card that says Korra's mother, Korra's father, and subtly on the thing, because that would be, ooh, a whole shiver. All right, Ari Ben Zane. That I don't think was in season 4. That's odd. All right. Let's see here. Sorry if I wanted to frame there for a second. Hopefully I'm holding these cards correctly. A couple improvements we're going to make here. I'm getting a standalone microphone so that I can... The problem with the focus, the autofocus, is you would hear if I was using that, and that's really annoying. I try to convince myself for a moment that it would be tolerable for a person that wasn't just my wife being supportive, but even she was like, I can't with this noise. So I imagine a random person trying to watch my video would not give me the same level of tolerance. Kind of set off my little misphonia in me as listening to it. So we are recording this with the regular focus until I get an external microphone that works. I had a soundboard and I went to go plug it in with a nice condenser mic, and the chassis of the power supply was broken in half. So I felt like that was probably dangerous. I decided I was not going to use that fire hazard wise. Alright, here's another first one ship card. I might have blasted by one or two of these. What's nice about the more modern cards is it's a little bit more... Oh my! This is just weird, creepy symbols. I don't know, I'm not shutting up about it, but like this is so cool. All right. Man. A+ to whoever at Skybox Fleer, which I don't think that's a company anymore. But whoever thought of that, they really did it. Really into the horror genre, especially when it comes to like video games, and that's just like the right level of creepiness. Jinxo! Again, that's not a plot that happens in season 4, so whoops! Just moved my camera. Oh no. Let me check that out real quick. Boop. That's the worst. Okay. Let me just make sure the focus is still where it's supposed to be, because you know how this is, and then it just ruins it for everybody. Hopefully this hasn't been out of focus the whole time. That would be a bummer. Alright. If you're curious, you're like, oh, that's still not focused. This is in that weird Phyrexian language, so that's why you can't read that anyway. Anna Sheridan, this is fun, I learned this recently. This is actually, she played, it's Sheridan's sister, I believe, in the TV show. And that's actually Bruce Boxleitner's wife in real life. I just learned that recently. It's just kind of fun. I don't know if that they met on set or if they already knew each other and they're like, hey, we need someone to play your sister. I went with it. I don't deep dive on fandoms at that level, because that feels a little intrusive, but it's fun to know that they're married. Oh, here comes Bester again. Show me some creepy... I tried, damn what I tried. Don't know what that's supposed to mean. Oh! This is Star Killer, which is Sheridan's nickname to the Minbari, since he's one of the only people who was able to kill one of their ships. I feel like they borrowed a lot of that from Ender's Game, which, even though the author of Ender's Game is an unfortunate person, it is a very good sci-fi book. So if that means you don't want to read it, totally understand, but it was a very good book. try to go a little faster through here. Got some checklist cards. Now, my paranoia here is that when they're stuck together like that, there's gonna be a second autograph card, and I'm gonna miss out because they're stuck together, and I'll find it later, or never. Also, we're approaching 30 minutes for this video, and you know, that's a little bit long for watching someone else open cards. So look at this. It's like a blizzard, a Dairy Queen blizzard. They're all stuck together. Yeah, it didn't. I haven't opened trading cards since I was little. Magic cards for a long time, but trading cards that don't have a game associated with them, I haven't opened since I was 10 or 11, and I'm glad they used to just do a really bad job of sorting them. Like I think I got 2 of the same card in the pack. Yeah, on a camera I wouldn't be able to tell you that character's name, but I recognize her from the show. There's Jano, Cartasia again. Just wanted to make sure it didn't say I must have my screen. That'd have been... would have been a whole thing. It's one of those fun references I make once in a while that absolutely no one gets. I must have my scream. Lita. In that case, Mr. Bester, I'm an orphan. If you see me pausing like that, I'm trying to read the quotes on the things, and I'm sorry that that's bad content. I had no idea when I read the description from other people. No one said, hey, look for quotes that are embossed subtly on the front of the card. You'd think that would have been hey, look at this is really cool. But nope. Oh, really stuck together. Again, if you have any idea if that's just an artifact of the cards being in the box forever, clearly this box wasn't searched, since that's probably the most valuable signature that you could get out of the set. There's an inscription Kosh, and inscription cards usually go for a little bit. It sounds like he just literally, the actor, wrote Kosh underneath his signature, which is, I'll take it. But Bruce Boxleitner obviously is the main character. Well, it's an ensemble show. He's the mainest character. How does that sound? Oh, Ivanova. I hadn't hit an Ivanova card yet. Never give up when I'm right. Yeah, that's Susan. Claudia Christensen, she is... Whoa. I didn't even know that alien had a name. Nagrath. Sometimes it feels like they're thicker. I think they're stuck together. I got about 5 packs to go here. And thanks for sticking around if you stopped when I opened the signature. And like I said, this is a great show. Here's the thing. A lot of people, I'll say, hey, you should watch Babylon 5. And they're like, okay, I trust your taste. And they'll watch it. And so it is from 1993. And it has, for the space battles and the outside the spaceship, it has CGI that's from 1993. You can kind of get an idea of it. Honestly, this looks better than it does in the show. If you see this ship here. You gotta get past it. I read something, so there was someone who was saying, hey, can't you just update the, you do like a, what are we, 30-year anniversary in a little bit here. And what I read was the studio that filmed the show, they did not save all of their footage, so there aren't master tapes for everything. And I'm going to show that I don't know that much about filmography here, but my understanding is that only the tapes of the VHS tapes of the show being broadcast on the network exist for certain scenes, because they didn't save it, which means that it just wouldn't look right if you updated the CGI. It'd be very jarring, is what I would try to say. If you could picture like a VHS quality scene, and then the next scene you see like a modern CGI, Avengers style space battle, it would look terrible. So what I'm saying is, you just got to get past the CGI not being that great, and it's the story. It's honestly the story that makes it great. It introduced me to my interest in political science, and combined that with sci-fi, which is just a great combination. So it's like Dune Light, if that makes sense. So there's that same idea. Instead of there being houses, there's different races. They're not all humans. And Babylon, the space station, is supposed to be the place where they all go. It's like the United Nations. It's the place they go to negotiate their differences to avoid everyone murdering each other. And it works to varying degrees and doesn't work to other degrees. And it's just a great, great show. What's interesting is if you get to the end of the 4th season, the network that originally greenlit Babylon 5 was a cable network. I want to call it, called like Primetime Cable or something like that. The reason you've never heard of it is because it existed for exactly 4 years. And they thought the network was going bankrupt, so they're like, oh, okay, well, we're not going to finish our story arc. And they kind of tried to wrap it up awkwardly. And luckily, I believe it was TNT. I'll admit I didn't watch it when it was on television, but I think it was TNT picked them up and said, hey, you know what? We'll let you finish up the show here. So there's a pretty awkward transition from the end of season 4 into season 5. This is 2 cards stuck together. Oh! One of Londo's... this is Adira. One of his girlfriends. She's not the one. There was one of the Centauri girls during an episode was played by... I don't know the actress's name, but if you watched The Wonder Years, way back in the 80s, was it Phoebe? What was the name of that character? The brunette girl that was the like romantic interest of the main character. She plays a Centauri in an episode. I know that was the most vague thing, but you got Wikipedia somewhere near where you are right now, and you can look it all up. Peace is a concept. And the last pack of this box that went way better than I would have thought. Let's see here. Here, look at this. Oh, never mind. It's not gonna indulge me. It's stuck together, but not enough that I can hold it upside down. I can tell you. Ooh, another cool First Ones ship. I can tell you that the season 5 box that I opened, I held the pack of cards upside down and shook them, and they all stayed together. All right. Well, so normally what I'm going to do at the end of the video is go through all the hits. It's a little bit harder here. The ones that look nice, since it's not as modern of a set, we don't have the same level of hits. We have some inserts, these nice borders here with the, instead of the scene shots, they're the character shots. Notably in here we have somebody. Just this main character, not main character, side character here. Pretty memorable episode where he tries to take control of Babylon 5 through some shady politics. But the gem so far of the channel is this signature from Bruce Boxleitner. 30 minutes and I can't pronounce words now. And I am super excited about this. Oh, and it's even on the back, it's got the other script there. Hopefully you can see that. Let me see if I can get that zoomed in so you got an idea what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go like this. Right here. The autofocus it sees his face there. It says, that's what I want to read. But, alright. Thank you for joining me. If you stayed the whole way, I really appreciate you. If you like my content, I'm going to do a video basically once a week, twice a week as I get product into open. And like and subscribe and hit the little bell so that you know when I post new videos. Have a great day.